Coach, what led to the decision to part ways with Josh McCown?
Just a new year. Things didn't go exactly the way we wanted last year. Bringing in a different offensive philosophy, staff, along with other things. So it just felt like going forward with Mike Lennon only will give us our best chance going forward. Josh McCown's a heck of Josh, a lifetime friend. Did a great job for us in the locker room, different thing leadership-wise. Thought it was fair to him to let him go elsewhere.
Lovie, was there any area of the team that you were disappointed in? I know you understand, but the offensive line or anything that you were most disappointed in?
I'm not trying to run away from your question, but we weren't happy with we were happy with very little. Of course, start with the coaching part. We have to do a better job. I think to a position, each position, we need to improve. Wide receiver wise, we got a lot out of our wide receivers. Mike Evans had a great rookie year. Vincent Jackson, but just overall production on offense wasn't good enough. Defensively, of course, Gerald McCord is the reason why we signed Gerald to be the face of the franchise and lead us forward. Levante David is a great player. Young players like Bradley McDougal really stepped up, but we have a long ways to go.
How frustrating was last season when you had so much success in Chicago?
Frustrating, of course. 2 wins. Haven't been in that situation before, but I know you have to crawl before you walk, and you just don't get to that place where you're winning having double-digit win seasons. But for us, we set the bar, and we have a long ways to go. But at the same time, it's not like we were blown out many. There were 3 games we weren't in. The rest of the time, we had opportunities to win. A lot of those games right up until the last play. This year, we'll finish the job.
When you have the top pick in the draft and you have a need for a quarterback, how do you balance wanting to get that guy versus perhaps there not being a guy worth that pick?
Well, I think we're going to look at it. If you have to be in this position, we're going to, you're always, looking for the franchise quarterback, and people want to talk about the quarterback. And if you're down there and you have an opportunity, you have to really look at that closely, which we'll do. But we like just having options, all options on the table for us. We like being in that position and see what happens in the end.
You mentioned Mike Lennon earlier. What's the plan with him moving forward?
The plan is, to move forward with Mike. I mean, it's about that. You look at our roster, Mike's quarterback on our roster right now, for good reason. Even though he didn't play as much as he liked last year, we saw some things that we really liked in him. Some of our new coaches that came in really liked him, made the statement that we would be moving forward in the future with him, and that's where we're at now.
Lovie, what did Logan Mankins bring to your team this year?
Logan, everything I hoped he would bring. And I'm talking about a veteran that's played at a high level, leadership, and then just good play. Logan played well throughout. We need to get others up to pace with him, but everything you want in a player coming in, a veteran player that's done it a certain way, he was able to do for us. Look forward going forward with him.
You said earlier that you would be comfortable making James Winston the face of the franchise. What makes you comfortable with Winston in that position?
I said what I feel right now with information that we have right now. I understand allegations are against him. I understand that he went through the justice system, court system to be exonerated on some allegations against him. I understand some of the college things a lot of guys do that you wish you wouldn't later on. And I understand some of the things that he did that are on his record right now. But we just take all the information that we could possibly get at this point. It's early. Keep in mind, we're just to the combine. We have a lot more research to do, and we'll do that.
As a coach and evaluator, what type of barometer do you try to use to, just ascertain if a player's maturity issues are behind him as far as what you're going to be asking, that type of criteria to assess that?
I think you just start the process, and for us to have that first conversation, and you just start asking questions. And and on a lot of different topics. Of course, we understand the obvious one. We do our research. And then there's a lot of people for us to talk to. We've talked to a lot of people so far on both of the players. If we're just talking about quarterbacks. And we'll continue to do that. I think you just start the process. And in the end, you gather all the information that you have and you make a decision. And for us, of course, when you have the first pick in the draft, it'll be an organizational decision where everybody is on board with whoever we decide to go with. Ownership, of course, personnel, and of course, coaching.